Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. I'm Shannon Bread, and I'm your restreamer for today. This is the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Goron Weekly Standard Race. We have quite the lineup today. We've got 4 races with us. We've got Earl Weird, we've got Brotinder Dozy, Cinny, and Tenacious Toad. And yeah, OTR is not my game. If you guys know me, I'm simply just here to make sure it's running. God. Sorry,
You're
I'm just having a
doing
moment.
fine, Shannon. You're doing fine.
It's because I'm on my phone, right? So I can't see people's names. But we've got 2 lovely commentators today, and we've got 3 lovely trackers joining us as well. So in the commentary box, we have Verdant Ash and... terrible at names. Wolfman. Sorry about that. Took me a moment. And then
I've been called much worse.
We've got New IT Guy, Aurelians, and Procrastinator at... Sorry if I got that wrong. As our lovely trackers. But that's enough for me. I'm going to hand it over to the commentators because, yeah. So, take it away, guys.
Shannon Bread, anytime you want to pipe in, feel free.
Good morning, evening, and afternoon. Welcome, everybody, to the second of this weekend. The second time we've put Season 8 on the weekly, and the second time you'll be hearing my voice this weekend doing that.
Hold on 1 second. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Shannon, we may need you to double check our audio.
Okay. Question mark?
Okay, I think we're good. I think we are good. Sorry, there was just a minor delay. But yes, as Shannon Bread has mentioned, as well as Ash, Season 8 has started. We have a lot of settings that have been gone over in the announcement race, but we still have plenty more things to go over today. Again, we have many racers participating in this Goron Weekly. Earl Weird, Brotinder Dose, Tenacious Toad, Cinny are the 4 that we'll be showing today. There are a lot more that we would love to feature, but unfortunately, we have screen real estate issues. Right about this time, our runner should receive the password in order to actually play the dang thing. That's one of the newer features.
Yes, very cool safety feature input into the thing, making it so that players can only actually, play the seed within like 15 seconds of being given the code.
Alright, we have authenticated, and thus, we are grown up. And we are already getting medallion checks, but also hint checks. I'm focusing on the hints up top.
Fire, forest, dongo, water.
Forest Temple, foolish. Gerudo's Fortress, foolish. Haunted Wasteland, foolish. Royal Tomb has Prelude.
Well, that's fun. Oops, all foolish. In fact, in Season 8, all the foolish hints have 1 copy planned forced to the front of the castle. So you'll always get your foolish hints right away, so you won't accidentally check a region and then you get foolish hints and it's like, oh no, this was pointless. Additionally, our adult start is not randomized. We start in the Temple of Time, however. Our age spawn is random, and if you happen to spawn as child first, our child spawn is random. The hints we have seen so far, reconfirming for our trackers, are Forest Temple, foolish. Gerudo's Fortress, foolish. What was the third one?
Forest Temple, Gerudo Wasteland, or Gerudo Fortress, Haunted Wasteland. Sorry.
Haunted Wasteland. Haunted Wasteland, foolish, and then Prelude was in the Poster Scream, I believe?
That is correct. The Royal Tomb. Also, we do not have to worry about going for more than 20 golden Skulltulas today. Nor do we have to worry about And You All Grown Up. But we
And
do
this
need
mega
to visit.
content.
We do need to visit Rufio, though.
Oh boy. Fire is a required dungeon. It's not hinted foolish. This is a pretty decent indication that we should want to do Dodongos and fire pretty quickly.
Alright, collecting Cuckoos. Good news, we only need 3. Bad news, it is filled with pain and agony. I don't think we're gonna worry about it.
In fact, all of our runners in Kakariko are adult right now. The only child runner is currently in domain, so I don't even think we can collect Cuckoos right now.
Oh, is that a bow on the windmill?
It is a bow. Ooh. Okay, so a nice early starter pack for fire. Find ourselves some health, a nice little red shirt. We'll be able to go our way in there. Also, the bow will help us climb the Dodongos. Obviously, hammer will let us get in, but without strength or bomb shoes or bomb bag, it's hard to make the staircase fall. But bow is one of the other options that will let you do that. So that's like another strong series of checks inside Dodongo's cavern. So I suspect we'll see our adult runners going through Kakariko right now. Probably head in that direction fairly quickly.
We saw another hint. Jabu is on the path to Morpha.
Okay. Could be iron boots. It could be much more likely to be our hook shots. It could also end up being the Zora tunic if something is needed in the central pillar. Hopefully it's one of those hook shots. That's what you always want to see. You don't really want to have to see like iron boots or a Zora tunic on one of those path hints.
And, ooh, one of the other newer changes, we have blue fire arrows now.
Very true. Get a little bit of magic, you can make your trip to Ice Cavern that much simpler.
Also, I believe we started with Song of Storms, but I haven't seen that come into play just yet.
I think we started with Eponas. Is that what I'm thinking? No, Storms.
we picked up Eponas at the windmill, but I understand the confusion.
Right.
It's relatively early.
Yeah.
But we certainly have interesting divergences going on here. I'm trying to understand Tenacious Toad's mindset going to child first here.
A lot of players will stick adult first. They want to see what their child work was, and in general, it's just like something that people otherwise won't do. It's fine. Like if you pick an age, it's fine, right? Like pick child, pick adult, pick one, do it, and then go back to the other one. And sometimes you can get advantages by like doing one side before other people do. So like in this case, I don't think it's gonna turn out that way. There's just so much stuff in adult that helps us do other stuff in adult. But I don't hate doing our child loop, especially when we have songs to get in the ranch and the Song of Strength. Maybe take that back. That's very useful. We'll have to see where the other strengths are. But that's a very out of the way check.
It may be out of the way, but it's necessary. But then again, that bomb bag from Dampe will also help.
Yeah, all our runners are getting that. So that's just the Dodongo's Cavern complete. That's Fire Temple complete if they can afford a the second they can afford a shirt. That's Fire Temple complete. Well, I guess technically you want that strength, but if you buy a shield, you can just ground jump and skip all the strength and fire. So.
Also, I just realized our child spawn had to have been in Zora's domain.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I am still getting used to child random spawns, but it's all good. It's only the second week we're doing these settings, so there will be growing pains for everyone. Granted, having to collect all the chickens will make anyone go poo-poo. Or however you're supposed to pronounce it.
I hear people pronounce it differently. Usually I hear cuckoo, but cuckoo is probably a very valid pronunciation. I mean, It's a kind of bird. It's not exactly the kind of bird we're seeing on the screen, but it's certainly a kind of bird. Better than Coco.
And thus, as Zinni and Brotinder get bum bags, Tenacious Toad discovers the pain, the agony. And yeah, all of the adults managed to get that hint about, the chicken hint, but Tenacious Toad, unfortunately, unsuccessful at that. It's hard to get that gossip stone as a child.
It's true. I mean, not impossible. You just climb and do a side hop, but it's.
I mean, also, we had 2 groups of raiders bringing folks into the Zelda Speedruns family. Letters Yay and the Wayfaring Fox. Thank you. As Earl Weird now has a hammer.
Yeah. Our runners got given bow, bombs, and hammer. If you're not like going to DC, I'm not really sure where else I would go at that point. Some strong members of team don't buy a shield going on here. Honestly, I sort of wish that some of these runners had bought a shield here. I feel like having a shield for fire would be really nice. Mind you, you don't have all that much health for fire, but you can probably get through with a little bit of health.
Alright, Earl Weird and Zinni are both in Dodongo's cavern. This makes sense. Tenacious Toad going to pay a visit to Dampe. Also, extra hint, that was a lot of text that ultimately leads to a piece of heart somewhere. And, aw, toilet's dead.
So is Doki Doki grave digging. That.
Oh, not exactly heart pounding, is it?
Wow.
Sorry, I'll come up with a better pun. Worst case, I'll beat it. Ash, did I shock you to silence?
No, I'm just. No, I'm here.
Oh, that's a big chest that... Ah, trading quest item. The eyeball frog.
How riveting.
There you go, you know how to do this.
I regret everything.
Well, hopefully Tenacious Toad does not regret going to the windmill right now. I mean, we have a whole well to explore here.
Yeah, I don't hate this. I mean, actually, I take it back. I kind of hate this. It's like I understand why people go to there, but like without bombs or Zelda's Lullaby, the number of checks you can do down here is really low. Like, kind of ranging on the way of half, and like it gets to a certain point where, like, you might end up having to come back a second time. You don't want to have to double dip. Well, I don't know. It's a very risky play, is what I'll say. I'm not sure this is a. Oh, it pays off, maybe? What is this? Remember to eat my words? Nope, just kidding. Just kidding. Don't get to eat my word. Never punished.
Bottles are still good, especially if we do need 20 skulls, but what do we have over here? Oh, we have iron boots.
We need those, and that definitely improves the odds that the Baronade Pathomorpha is something we need.
The actual bomb bag chest, we can live without. Coffin will stay sealed.
Yes, just a couple of rupees in there.
And oh, That is a big chest that is locked by Zelda's Lullaby. I see chat caught that before I did. So, who knows what we're passing up on right now?
This is why you don't come back into the well without ZL and bombs. Like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, I don't know. You get the double dip well, it's kind of bad.
Like, double dipping is sometimes a part of the rando. How do you decide which dungeons are worth double dipping?
So, it is often about, what is this? Oh!
Mirror shield.
Okay. Spirit is on our required dungeon, so you do have to come down here. That's interesting.
And there's also something in the locked chests.
Usually you end up deciding that based on like what like where you are in a seed, how much you can do, and like how many other tricks you have. If I have all of adult to do, I don't want to like run into the bottom of the well with like without like here we go. Okay, pretty okay. Well, just a single check.
Technically,
Yeah.
the slingshot is logically required to get you to Goma, but we know our runners are going to just do the whole ground jump or fancy backflip stuff to avoid that.
More importantly, Goma's.
I'm sorry, you broke up a little on my end. What was that last portion?
More importantly, Goma's a stone. You don't actually need to fight Goma this steed.
Do we? I believe
No.
we saw a hint that said that Ocarina of Time leads to Song of Time.
Song of Time is not something that I would consider hard required in general. It's an unfortunate death for Tinderjust.
Alright, you heard it here first. We are going to have to open the chest in the river portion of Water Temple.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the requirements. The other one that's hard required is toilet. You can pray for one or both of those.
Toilet's already hinted dead.
Oh yeah, well there you go. So even less possible. Look at that, right? I'm already halfway there.
We'll see what happens. Meantime,
sorry.
Go ahead.
GTG is not foolish. It's Gerudo Fortress that's foolish. Like, let's be very clear. Gerudo Fortress is the 3 checks outside GTG. GTG is not foolish.
We may have to enter GTG. There is no telling right now. We've only found one path.
Yeah.
I want to say there's 4 other paths out there.
I'd love to see some more hints, but we're just not going to see them well
Hold
for a
on.
half. The Gan Castle and Hyrule Castle fairies are nice.
Okay, I actually appreciate that those hints are doubled up.
Yep. No, it's a couple of the dual hints that exist nowadays. They're very cool. Because it also means you don't tend to see like OGC and Hyrule Castle foolish hints as much. You still see them, but not as much.
Alright, Cinny, going to the back of the Goron City Boulder Maze. I did not see what was back here. But they see something good.
Light arrow.
I mean, we need that.
Well.
Bottom of Zora's Fountain. Pointless. So at the very least, we're finding a lot of things that are not helpful. But okay, since when did Goron City become big in archery?
Probably around Breath of the Wild.
Claim check to Bigoron is dead. We don't have to... Also, that's a very apropos place to find that hint.
Yeah, before OT, that makes sense.
timelines are so going to throw me off. But I can deal. Alright, sorry, a song check-in coming. And Cinny is going for
Yeah,
a
I was
Lost Woods Grotto.
gonna say you announced the fire arrows even before I saw them. Are you watching the same thing I'm watching?
Colossus to Phantom Ganon, and Lens, which isn't really gonna help for chess game purposes, but and bottom of the world of Shu and Rova, we already saw that mirror shield.
Yeah, it's just a mirror shield. Colossus, Phantom Ganon with Lens. Okay. Get your beans, I guess. Darunia's Dance dead. The Pot and Shadow Temple gives a bottle.
And also, with all of that was going on, I missed what song was picked up. It looks like, if I'm viewing their tracker, Serenade was picked up at Zarya's spot.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you, chat, for confirming. And whoa, Mido, what are you hoarding?
What in the world? Well, there's magic on one side, and a bunch of garbage on the other. Unless there's something useful here. And another bomb bag. Okay, so yeah, Mido's house has things, but none of them are particularly useful.
Wait, where did Earl get magic? I missed that because I was focused on Mido's.
It was in the grotto, the Song of Storms grotto, just upside Kokoria, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
Toad skipping storms is gonna be a bit of an issue.
And sword chest, not important.
Magic 2 in graveyard. Interesting.
Wait, Magic 2 is in graveyard? Was that actually... I know some people peeked it, but I didn't remember it looking like magic for whatever reason.
It was a magic pot.
Alright.
It was, the Desert Colossus to Phantom Ganon, yeah?
I mean, it would be nice to see Ganon mess with Mario Paint, but unfortunately, that requires an additional game mod.
Just tilt the cartridge and go over to Paper Mario.
Oh. But don't we need Color Splash for that, not the original?
Yeah.
Anyway, Toad now has magic.
Toad.
Bro Tinder wanting to know what's at Adult Sacred Forest Meadow. And is certainly willing to skip needing Zarya's song to do so.
Zarya's song is a suggestion.
Well, I mean, then again, it's also a suggestion for Earl Weird, so we're gonna get that data one way or another. Well, at least if we can get past the Mega Moblin. Yeah, I don't blame Earl for wanting to take the Mega Moblin out.
20 rupees.
And Sun there. Cindy, meanwhile, is going through Zora's domain. I don't think we found a lot in here.
No, but this is where they spawn, so of course they're gonna clear it out. Like, if you spawn as a child in Zora's domain with no Zelda's Lullaby to get you back, you just have to clear it, right? Like, because you don't want to have to walk back out, walk back in, or save back in here. Like, you're just gonna clear this out right now. I suspect we'll see every runner do the child Zora's domain check.
Toad has just learned the bad news. And, well, there's another bottle. Unfortunately, we haven't found the most important bottle, Rudo's letter. Alright. Toad going to check out parts of Hyrule Field. Earl doing child archery. I don't think we saw this check yet. Oh, look at this. Boulder of Destiny may have something. And, ooh, Kakariko has Minuet. And, you know what? We kind of need that Din's Fire. Rotinder now going through Mido's various collection. Zinni completing the child route. Earl choosing not to check their child spawn yet. Alright, Talon, do you have anything for us? You good over there, Ash?
Yeah, maybe. I'm just thinking about something right now. Trying to figure out something.
Well, Talon has a scale.
It's only... So, Colossus Path can only be Saria's song at this point if Burning Kakariko has Prelude. No, not Minuet, thank you. Because we've seen the adult song, and that's not anything. So...
Oh,
I think
wait, at 1 in 32, we know it's hinted dead, but,
Oh, gosh, yeah, check it.
And in the meantime, it looks like, Toad did pick up Nocturne from Malon. So, at the very least, we're going to have Shadow Temple entrance access.
Did we see Burning Kakariko hint?
Yeah, so that's Minuet.
Oh. Yeah, that's not good. We're just gonna get Saria's song and live.
Aw, Earl didn't want to check if it was the winner heart piece.
It's not... Never happening. No runner's ever doing The odds are so astronomically low that it's the winner heart piece, as opposed to every other heart piece. And it's like 15 seconds to open. I could never, and I don't think any runners want to either. If anyone ever does that, you have more strength of character than I do. That's what I'll say.
As far as I'm aware, you have plenty of character.
Yeah.
You just show your strength in a different way than me. That's all.
Yeah. Sure. Let's put it that way.
Tenacious Toad now learning the bad news about Bombchu Bowling. Earl already received that news. Yeah, everyone is a child right now.
Well, multi-worlds are different. I do so much troll stuff and multi-world stuff. Races are different. You gotta be super serious for races, right?
You have not seen me do any races involving other randos lately. Also,
Yeah,
there's the
well.
hint. That was in the Market Grotto, I believe. And there's Din's Fire.
There's this fire.
Zinni is about to get Nocturne.
Unfortunately for us, that's a real Shadow starter pack, and Shadow's a stone. I don't like that. I don't want Stone Shadow. But Stone Shadow always finds a way.
Look, we were able to handle ourselves decently well the last time we had to deal with stone dungeons. I'm sure we'll be fine this time.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't take 4 hours again. Yeah, hovers are a hook shot. I mean, I guess hovers are all of the access, but like hook shot can get you hook shots too.
Hookshot would only get us 2 checks. The
Yeah.
hovers would get us more, but we need both in order to fully clear the place. Well, let me rephrase. Almost fully clear the place. We still have to get Zelda's Lullaby.
If the Jabu path turns into hovers, I will cry. That's terrible. Why did you put this evil on us?
And, okay, there we go. Graveyard Box did have double magic. I missed that.
So Tenacious Toad is going back and doing all the adult stuff that everyone else did. I'm about to get some nice starter packs of things to do and have to go do DC as well. In the meantime, everyone else is doing their child song loops and stuff like that. So we'll get a sense of who's pulled ahead in these early routes and like what side was more advantageous once we together on things the others have already done. Here's the real question. Where's CL? Do we have it? We already have CL?
We do not have Zelda's Lullaby, and I don't think I've seen a hint for it yet.
Some runners have it checked on their thing, but I think that just means that they need it.
That check may be referring to the initial song, which in this case was Thorns.
Yeah. It could be on Prelude for the second time in a row. But if it is, we need to beat Fire Temple before we can get it.
Now, the good news is we have access to the majority of Fire right now.
We can actually complete all of Fire except for Pierre at the moment, and obviously we would like. We don't have access to Fire because we don't have Bolero and we don't have hovers or a hook shot, so we actually can't even get the Fire.
You know what, Ash? I'm suspecting you're getting stressed. How about you just pull up some music or a fishing pole and just let nature surround you?
So what? Fishing is supposed to be relaxing? I've never had fishing be relaxing. Fishing is always so stressful.
But your heart will recover a little.
I have no love for the fish. Except when they're in my belly. Then I have love for the fish.
I'll just stick to the tuna or salmon myself.
Salmon's fantastic. Tuna's fantastic. Stole is fantastic. Cod is fantastic. Cod tongues are fantastic. Man. Ever had some good pan-fried cod tongues? Now that is eaten.
I've had regular cod, but not the variety you mentioned.
Cod tongues? It's a specific muscle inside the mouth that we can fry up. It's fantastic.
Can't say I've had it yet. All I know is I avoid the bottom feeders.
It's a delicacy.
Alright, we have some more Hyrule Field checks for Brotinder Dose, while Earl is taking care of Gerudo Valley.
Yeah, I think they're doing like a Valley Lake loop and stuff, where Cinny is doing other things.
Right.
Pushing Skull at the moment.
Open Grotto, we have something. Kakariko Path to Morpha, we already saw that. And second Slingshot.
Wait, what did we find in Kakariko to Morpha?
We found Hammer.
Oh yeah, we found several things in there. We found bow, we found hammer, we found skull rewards. Skull Mask and Dicky Theater has hookshot. Skull Mask, two seeds in a row. 2 seeds in a row. Skull Mask hint is actually like it would save you like an hour. Oh my god! What in the seed? What the heck? Because the Iron Boots weren't in Kakariko, so...
And the Goron Tunic in the remote grotto, I believe.
That's good, that's another piece of the Fire Temple pie.
So yeah, if you want a hookshot hint, you have to explore Hyrule Field this time. And then, oh, another hint, Darunia's Dance, nothing.
Yeah, the hookshot hint I think was on the lake hint, right? The one, but the easy lake hint, not the backup lake hint.
Also, regarding other items we found in Kakariko, we found the hammer, the bow, the blue fire arrows, and Epona Song. Or, well, Epona Song is hinted, but you get the idea. No.
Oh yeah, so
Epona we got through Windmill. Never mind. I was mixing up my hints here.
yeah, so it can be Epona Song, or bow, or hammer. It can't be blue fire arrows.
It cannot be blue fire? Well, dang.
It cannot.
So yeah, for those that forget how this little mask sequence works, if you are using the same settings that we are for these races, first you have to be a child, then you have to take this Keaton mask all the way to the board guard in Kakariko guarding the path to Death Mountain Trail. Guard has a very unfortunate story. Wants to get something for his child, but unable to, 1, remember what it is exactly, and 2, cannot leave the post. Seriously, when do these guards ever get sleep? I should have known chat would react in that way. So anyway, give the key something mask, aka Keaton mask, to that guard. Get your, I believe it is 15 rupees, and then you will be able to pay it off, and thus get the skull mask. That skull mask is needed for the Deku Theater, which we are after. The good news is, for the purposes of our rando settings, you do not have to proceed any further through the chain. Which is good, because back in the old days, when I don't remember if you could even turn the Mask of Truth check off, if you had that check for something, you were in for a rough time. That check, alongside 8 others, were what I sometimes affectionately called the 9-9. But these days we don't have to worry about all of them, so we get to relax a little bit. I said a bit, okay? Never said this was going to be 100% relaxing. And we are still missing significant data here. Where is ZL? How do we get into Fire Temple? What checks are we overlooking?
Lord.
It's all good, Ash. This is not the easiest rando out there. And who knows, perhaps once we get this hook shot, the answers will just come to us.
Excuse me?
Well, okay, we have to hit the button first, and then they will come to us. Or maybe we will just be pulled to the items, who knows. Point is, I have a feeling Brotinder is going to become an adult relatively soon.
Well, yeah, his child career's done. Okay. Just trying to piece together something. I think... God, what is it gonna be in Fire Temple? We have Hammer there. Yeah, skipping Strength 1 is bad, but not the worst. We can always do Fire with that Strength 1. Really, the only dungeon that super needs it, and the ones we need to do is Forest. Water has a potential to need it. Spirit needs Strength 2, but, like, that's a problem for even another day. I'm thinking there has to be a Strength in Fire, is what I'm trying to piece together. The hints were saying have to progress something, and I'm trying to figure out where we progress towards. It's not job. I guess maybe you could have, like, Ruto's letter in Fire? That would make some sense. Sure. Sure. Something like that. Then that would force Boomerang into the other location, which is fine. There's something progressive required in Forest, I think, at this point. Almost always. Especially since we found that hook shot in a Sphere Zero area, we're, like, completely able to go there. I would say, sorry, Fire, not Forest. Forest is dead, I meant Fire. Especially because Forest is dead, that hook shot really only pushed us towards the bridge and Fire. I wonder what song is on that bridge. It could be ZL. That would be big.
Well, we will find out eventually. But yeah, you do bring up a good point. Brotinder has not picked up Strength 1 yet. However, we do have the wrong song being... Oh! Right, we don't have Sorry a Song yet. It's like I was double checking my notes, and then yeah, we don't have that. All right. Go ahead.
I just watched a man attempt to play Sorry a song when he didn't have it, run over to a scrub, attempt to pay him 40 rupees when he didn't have it, realize he didn't have those 40 rupees, and then slow turn to the camera to to stare it stone dead in the face, and then shield flick at me once. I think Pretenderdose is aware he's in the game. Like that was quite a movement there.
Alright, sounds like regular behavior then.
Lord.
Alright, Toad now has the light arrows, so that will help.
Interesting. See, I thought Pretender and Earl were done in the forest, so I wonder what they're I mean, oh right, Pretender's gonna go back for that checky. It didn't have 3 rupees for... Oh, Lord. This is on Season 8 settings, total plot. Pretender, please, just talk to the scrub. I beg you.
There we go. Bottle acquired. In the meantime... Let's see... Toad has not picked up the song yet, if I'm seeing things correctly, which makes sense. No hovers, no hookshot.
Yes. Toad has completed DC.
Wait, I don't think anyone saw this hint yet. Oh, under the entrance of Fire Temple. Oh. Well, our second full hint, and we can basically get in and get out.
That's a problem. That's such bait. There's definitely something in fire today, but like you can totally Bosky and leave early.
Are we sure about that?
I'm like, call it 80% sure with the things we're seeing. Like I'm. The strength Pretenderdust is missing is on Frogs 1, Frogs in the Rain. Look, Wolf and I are on stream. It's a 5-hour stream already. You didn't know? I can't commentate a stream with Wolf without it running for like longer than ever it should. The curse we share.
I'm sorry, I'm double checking my notes as Earl is checking out the big rolling Goron. Okay, nothing there. I do not recall our seeds usually taking that long. I mean, okay, there was that one time on Random Settings League, I believe, but that's Random Settings League. We expect that.
True. OoT when we did was like an incredibly cursed and long seed as well.
I trust the people that make the flag sets that, in general, we don't have to worry about such outliers as we continue on with the seasons. Yes, we will still have them, because goodness knows they are funny, but they won't happen as much.
Blame Tress. When in doubt, just blame Tress. It's fine.
Of course, chat knows how to call things like they see them.
All I'm telling you is, when we're here at hour 3, like no one's exactly near done, you can just start to believe. You know, like Neo in the Matrix. They're starting to believe.
Well, I believe we will get something out of adult fishing.
If we do, that would be fascinating. It's not quite hinted, so we'll see. Sunny picking up there, hook shot. Big Stevie, oh my god.
I was right! We were picking up something, I didn't say whether that something would be super required.
I mean, by definition, every chick has something. This is like the perfect halfway between not a real item, but something that's specially named.
It is still a good find, the big Goron sword, though.
Oh yes, it's quite useful. Also, Toad, stop bullying the children! Toad, no, Toad's getting arrested for taking lunch money.
Alright, sequence breaking the lab dive provided no results.
I know he wants a t-shirt for Fire, but he's bullying the children for their lunch money and he needs to go to jail. That toddler was coming right for him? Oh no! This, as I said yesterday, this remains some real Minority Report pre-crime nonsense going on here. We're gonna kill the Skull Kid in advance for what he might do. Come on, preemptive. Okay, we're 100% into pre-crime. We don't. 30, 40, and 50 are dead, so we might need 20 and 10, but I don't think... Have we turned in 10 yet?
I have not seen anyone turn in 10 yet.
Yeah, so it could be 10. It might be literally going to... Hey, that's not true. In the canon ending, he doesn't end the world and he goes off with his friends. So clearly, it's just there's a wide gap between what he could and could not do. Maybe it's you bullying the child that leads to this event happening. Do you ever think about that? Maybe it's all your fault. Oh, yeah. Maybe Link didn't show the Skull Kid enough love.
Ash, maybe you need to just buy some more beans.
I ain't buying the beans.
Well, our runners aren't exactly going to get bunny hoods anytime soon.
When I make my first S8 race, I'm getting money, but I don't care.
Alright, Toad going through the circuit right now, and we'll soon get the news. You may want to become a child again. Tinder, meanwhile, has a hook shot.
Gonna go get that song.
And hopefully just take care of Fire Temple while we're at it.
If this is Zelda's Lullaby, I think we're always doing that. If it's not, I think we're still always doing that. But, you know, a little more sad. Alright, Pretender's gonna peek these and then climb up and get this and then jump into the... And there's that hook shot hint for Toad slashing Boing. Yeah. Take your frustrations out in the boing boing. Hey, Toad, you see that? You see that shirt you just picked up? That means you bullied those children for nothing, Toad. You killed that child for nothing. Look at your sins. Look at what you have wrought.
I am not sure that Toad cares.
Yeah, I suppose they wouldn't. And there's Bartender jumping in the lava to reset. So he cleared out DMC, and now he's gonna go get that song. Kill the shell for profit. No. Chat, come on now. Vanilla Bolero. Hey, that's a bad solution. We've got a beat fire to go get ZL. I think confirmed now. So
not confirmed.
Two
yet.
seats in a row.
It's not confirmed yet. We still have Desert Colossus available.
No, Desert Colossus is I guess theoretically beans could be... No. Colossus is Tharia's.
But do we know that?
So theoretically, yeah, we know it for sure. I'm like 99% sure. Like just because of nothing else can be PG's. Can be Phantom Ganon path. We have a hook shot outside of the path. We have a bow outside of the path, and we have strength outside the path. So, and ZL can't be hinted as a direct path. So it has to be that there, which means ZL has to be on Prelude. Agile confirmed.
And this is why we are still going through the kinks of Season 8. It's the joys of the pathing system, folks.
It took me a second to figure the math out there. I was at 99%, and my brain was screaming at me, no, it's 100%. I had to... Why? And the reason why is because all other possible paths to Phantom Ganon are answered, and so it must be that. That is correct, yeah.
Alright, there is our boss key. We're gonna get the small key in the next room.
Yeah. The question is whether Pretender will progress through fire. I mean, you always beat Volvagia first, right? Like, you don't need Hover Boost to make that jump over. You can just make the jump the normal way. Like, a normal way, by which I mean the skip jump way.
I mean, to be fair, logically, we would need either the hovers or a bunch of small keys to get us up to that top point. But the problem is, we don't know the key situation yet until we check this cell right here.
Well, no, we know we have one key to get there, and then even if this wasn't a key, it would just put 2 keys among the 3 checks of Volvagia and the 2 there. The question is then, you do Volvagia, you see a key on Volvagia, and only 1 key in the other 2 areas, you go, oh, hovers are in logic early enough that they're required to beat Fire Temple. As it stands, I don't believe that we can have that anymore. It would require some really atrocious luck in the next room. So technically, it's possible. If we see a key here and we see no keys in the other room, then the covers are required. And so you might see a hover path to Volvagia later on. In either case, we're gonna go beat up our childhood friend, the dragon. Poor brainwashed dragon. Never saw it coming. Alright, you got this, Virginius. His bomb's hitting? I can't hear his stream. Well, we'll see here in a second. Yep. Nice quick kill. Good job. Cinny is right behind Pretender inside fire. The only real advantage exchange there is that Cinny has that strength and Pretender does not. So not going to be an issue for fire. Might become an issue later. So I think I actually prefer Cinny's position here. over Pretenders, but they're very close. Earl is right behind that as well. He's going to pick up their hook shot here in a second, and I think Toad is on the exact same thing. So our runners are all grouped pretty well together. Is it Silver Boots on Volvagia?
Went by a little too quickly.
That's Hovers on Volvagia.
That means you had. That means logically you had to get the keys to fall down.
Yup. So yeah, you definitely can climb fire. That's how Volvagia floats. And Brotinder's saying, I don't care about fire. I don't know if I agree with that choice after seeing those hovers. But, I mean, maybe you just want Zelda's Lullaby. I get that. I can feel that. At this point now, you can do all of Bottom of the Well. You want to rush Bottom of the Well? Yeah. Okay. I vibe with Pretender Joe's choices here. I get that. Play Nocturne here, right? Do we have Nocturne? We do not have Nocturne. So,
We have found Nocturne at Sari's location. But Brotender doesn't have it yet.
Right. Nocturne's at Melon.
And what song was it, Composer's Grave, again?
Never mind, Pretender does have Nocturne. I just can't see it on his tracker.
Ah, okay. Flying over to time it with Dompe.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. This might be... Oh, also, get your guests in for Tertius game, everyone. This might be the last chance Pretender has to be able to get that strength in the river before it becomes a real problem.
Alright, taking advantage of Din's fire. Composer chest. Nothing important.
Aw, all of our guesses are dead.
And right, it was Prelude here.
It is indeed Prelude. It's a frankly pretty useful song to help deal with Child's warp location. It means we could always get back to full time and stages very quickly now, because Child's starting warp location over in Domain is incredibly hard to walk out of. So I do not blame our runners for firing, getting that song. Wait, Pretender,
Yes.
did Pretender already talk to Dompe?
Dompe didn't have anything worthwhile, but I believe so.
I know, but Pretender just set the time of day for Dompe for that.
I don't think Brotender is worried too much about that. He's on a schedule. And technically, so are we! Happy 1 hour mark, everyone! So, for those that are new here, there's a lot of folks that help out with all of these broadcasts for the randomizer races and everything else that goes on. This is a good time to show thanks. First of all, thank you to our runners for willing to put your gaming credentials on the line and showing us how to get through this. Earl Weird, Brotender Dose, Tenacious Toad, and Cine. Also, it's Brotender Dose. I'm sorry, the E is silent. We also have our trackers today. New IT Guy, Aurelians, and Procrastinator Rat for hitting the buttons and making sure you folks have an accurate idea of what's going on. And we have Ash, the princess of memes and hater of beans.
Is that my title now? Fair enough. Fair play, fair play. I do hate the bean. Oh man. We have a fellow Donkey Kong 64 speedrunner on the show here today in Cine. Fellow multi-game player, just like me. So shout out to Cine for playing well.
I was thinking more in terms of you just prefer to hook shot and long shot everywhere, but sure, that works as well.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I hate buying beans from that man in the river. It's so out of the way.
So you see, it's multifaceted. You're good.
Of course, of course.
And also, Shannon Bread for hosting the restream and putting up with us.
That's right. I don't like the Bean Daddy. Also, I hate that we're calling him Bean Daddy now.
Was not my intent. Also, the well chest had only a bow.
Well, unfortunate. We're about to get Dr. Bees. I don't want to get Dr. Bees.
I don't recall us mentioning bees, but, well, okay, besides the fact that I just said it. No, we were talking beans, B-E-A-N-S.
What's that? A zooter seed woefully underpopulated by bees? My large briefcase of bees ought to fix that.
If you folks want to mess with the bee shuffle settings, that is entirely on you. I may be interested in trying out one of those pottery lottery things, but I am not shuffling bees. That's pushing it even for me.
You didn't want to shuffle the beehives? As seen on popular race version RSL?
The only way I would consider shuffling those is if we were told which ones had the special item glow on them.
You do. They shake if they have an item in them. Oh, you mean like not just have an item, don't have an item. You mean like the chest texture thing.
A texture would be more obvious than just random shaking, yes. Or it could be After Effects sparkles, for all I care.
Sparkles are good.
The point is, it needs to be obvious once you first see it, not have to wait a few seconds. Okay, they do show up as gold? Alright, I don't remember if the first version had it like that, but that's good to know. Anyway, Cinny is going to visit the Skulltula house. I believe we have 10.
We do have 10. Nothing on 10. Is exponential bag of beans. No, hold on. Is this sale actually exponential? I'm pretty sure it's linear progressive, right? He is multiplies by like adds 10 every time, right?
If we're adding 10 every time, it would either be
It's linear progressive.
Worst case, maybe geometric, but yeah, I think linear. Anyway, while we're trying to figure out whether we have to worry about Taylor's series, Earl is, well, let's just say providing a different type of tailoring service to Volvagia.
No.
Make it so that the current clothes no longer fit.
My boy. Run, Volvagia, run! My poor dragony boy. What will they look what they've done to you. No, not the dragon skin boots! We're seeing a Stone Shadow play from Bertinder. Stone Shadow finds a way. Every time.
We are running low on checks overall, so I don't fault the play.
Yeah, I mean, Bertinder doesn't have a strength and so can't beat Forest, so this is definitely the right. I'm very scared, though. Rest in peace, Volvagia. Oh no, Volvagia actually gives boots too. No, no.
And so Earl Weird now has dragon skin hover booties.
No. He was the best pet. We love you, Elijah. 07's in chat. I want 07's in chat for the dragon. This is the way? Yeah. There you go, chat. Thank you, chat.
Alright, first small key in Shadow Temple has been found.
Yeah, we're probably going through all of these. Shadow is yet another dungeon that you do not need a strength to complete in any capacity. Technically, you'd want to push that like time save block at the end if you happen to die to Bongo Bongo, but I don't think any of our runners will do Bongo Bongo, and I think they feel pretty fine. So.
Alright, Cinny heading to Death Mountain Crater. Wonder why? Almost about to enter Shadow Temple, but picking up the song first, which, you know, makes sense. Oh, right! The Crater Fairy. I forgot about this.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Second, that is the compass chest with a second small key, I believe. Yeah. I don't think Death Mountain Crater had anything of worth.
Apple bottom tunic, boots with the scales, The whole market looking at him.
Okay, I cannot tell if this is your, you know, how do we get through a Shadow Temple commentary phase, or you're still upset with Vivagia's death phase?
No, this is my responding to the memes and chat phase. Someone made that joke, and I decided I would elaborate on it for them, you know? They gave it a spark of creativity, and sometimes you have to nurture that spark in chat, right?
Also, Goron City on the path to Evil's Bane. We already found the light arrows, but good to know.
Shock and awe. We find light arrows, and then path hint has a hint for light arrows, even though they're super easy to find. The seed would never give us no information like that. Never. Ocarina of Time, never. Wow, Shadow's looking absolutely barren today.
Spinning room, nothing. Alright.
Not just nothing. No keys too is a big problem with it, because it's like if you find no keys there and it's like 2 blank check things, we're gonna see like some overloaded keys at the back. And we know the skull pot room is not a key and is a item that is not useful in a red potion bottle. So basically, I think that leaves us like maybe 2 actual item checks left.
Just to confirm, did we already find 2 small keys in Shadow or just 1?
We have found 2 and opened 1 door so far.
Found 2. Okay, I think I have things updated on my end. Well, there's a 3rd. So this should give us access to the Silver Rupee room.
Yay! And there's our boss key.
Alright, so we're covered there. May not need to, Alright, and we don't need that check. So that means we're gonna get a small key in the next room, provided I've counted correctly.
It doesn't have to be. We know the pot has nothing, but this next one here doesn't have to be a small key. Because there's a key right here you can get through, and then the key can be in like the wind tunnel room or in the room with the what do you call it? Yeah, see, there you go. This one's just a heart piece. So we need one more key, one more small key in the next.
Okay, then I had my counts off by 1 somehow. All good. All right, Cindy going for the Zora River Grotto. I don't recall if anyone's seen this. Well, we don't need the check.
Yeah, someone definitely did this earlier.
Okay.
Nice movement through the wind tunnel room by Pretender Dust. He's clearly practiced that. Yep, settings have everything reachable. It's all locations reachable, not just beatable. There's that small key we care about. And then there can be another small key here. We do need one more small key to complete this dungeon. It's back towards the boss room. But I don't think we'll use it because I don't think Pretender Dust wants to fight this boss in any conceivable world. Nothing there. What's behind the bombed one? Nothing there either. So that means we have 3 checks left and one of them is a key. So we have 2 actual checks plus the boss. Yeah, especially because you don't have strength to reset it. You're probably just beating. Bongo Bongo, or saying never beating Bongo Bongo, right?
King Zora, nothing. Wait, when did we get... Oh, right, we have blue fire arrows. We don't need blue fire in a bottle.
Correct. Snee's gonna try to jump over him anyway. Tell you what, chat. Let's do some split with the runners thing here. Ready? Pretender Dust is gonna go do the manager's room at the back of Shadow here, pretty obviously. The real question here is, does Pretender Dust fight Bongo Bongo? And more importantly, would you fight Bongo Bongo, or would you skip Bongo Bongo here? What would you do, chat?
I would fight Bongo. Alright, we found the duplicate dual hint for Fire Temple, but there is one more hint in Zora's Fountain.
I'd try to befriend Bongo. Yeah, without the shortcut, I fight Bongo. Yeah, I think it's the right call. We're gonna see if Pretender Dust agrees. I think if you don't fight Bongo here, you're saying it's never on Bongo. I'm never going to do Bongo. I'm never coming back.
Okay, Zora Fountain, Great Fairy. What do we have here? Does that count as Neapolitan vanilla?
Maybe. The real question here, though, is do you know sign language? Because if you know sign language, the charisma check actually turns to DC 10. But you have disadvantage if you don't, because Bongo can't hear you. Both over the sound of the drums and because Bongo has no ears.
I do not know sign language.
Well, unfortunate. Use your advanced Donkey Konga skills. Bongo had one eye. That was the whole idea. You shoot him in the one eye, and then he gets all upset, right?
Alright, Manager had nothing. The only check left is on Bongo. Now, here's a curious question. I know that blue fire arrows are ice arrows with the ability to melt the red ice.
Correct.
Can blue fire arrows still cause an interesting interaction with Bongo Bongo?
Yeah. You can still cause the hand to hit the other hand because you'll freeze them.
In the meantime, Earl going through forest. It's dungeon we have to complete.
Is that what Bongo Bongo is? It's decapitated. So that's like his neck hole after a decapitation. Is that why the guillotines are there? That makes so much sense. I never actually pieced that together.
Never underestimate the power of a very determined Sheikah clan.
See, I always thought that was an eye, but you know what? That makes total sense. That he's upside down. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I thought that was an eye.
And spin attack stunning for the win.
So, Bertindos let it rip, and what will be his reward?
Well, let's see. Just have to wait for this miasma to dissipate. Also, Sinian is an ice cavern. And, I mean, we'll take Bomb Chews.
Stone Shadow has nothing. How unfortunate for Bertindos. Let's see if Cinny's ice play is any better. Could be required if and only if we need toilet room, I believe at this point.
No, it would be Water Temple River Chest.
Water BK, right. Bed. Yeah, we got a direction to the toilet, right.
We do have a hint that says Jabu points to Morpha.
Yeah, but no one's been able to get into the no one's been able to get into Jabu yet because we don't have Ruda's letter. Ruda's letter's on Big Pose. Oh, interesting. I missed that. Oh Lord, okay. So yeah, he has the opportunity to check the boomerang chest, is what people are saying. So that's okay.
We still only need one big Poe, right?
Yes, one big Poe is all you need. 100 points.
How long will it take before we go down to one chicken?
Probably never. I think people have sort of settled on 3 being a good amount.
I mean, to be fair, 3 is much better than 7, so... Alright, I don't think Cinny has found anything in Ice Cavern so far.
Random Poe also never, yeah.
Yep, nothing in Ice. Song is the only thing that can help us.
It's Requiem, as we knew, because it's the only thing that it could be, I think. Well, only when blue fire arrows are set on, which they are in this setting. Seven Chickens was better as a viewer because no one did it, and if anyone did do it, it was like a big risk kind of a thing. Nowadays, it's just a normal route through check, which I think is better for runners. I agree, because no one wants to have to risk their entire game on a 2-minute check that they do or don't do. That's a Sphere Zero thing that you can always do, right? So there's a very high chance it like has something like compared to other checks. Like it's like maybe like once every like 10 to 15 seeds, right?
We have Strength 2 in Colossus Ferry.
Interesting.
So, how does Strength 2 lead to Phantom Ganon?
It doesn't. It's gonna be Sariasan, it's confirmed to be. It's just an additional good item that we need. Fortunately for us, though, that does make Spirit Temple actually completable right this second. And so Cindy's gonna just go do that.
Yeah, thanks to Requiem, we don't have to worry too much about all of the, you know, Spirit Temple key logic. It is... We just only have to worry about a little of it.
Checking the hands and going and beating it. I think this is a good shout for Cindy. You beat this temple, you go beat water, or you go beat forest, and then you need a long shot for water and Rudo's letter from the pose, obviously, and then boomerang from And I think, given that we have a hook shot, I think at this point, it's almost almost certain that it's long shot inside Jabu, or something that gives long shot inside Jabu. Obviously, paths can like extend a little bit. The only real downside would be if, for some reason, the second and third wallet are both locked by access to to the tunic. It'd be very difficult to have tunic be the actual requirement at this point, but it's not impossible. Did we see a Zora tunic already? I didn't see one, but that doesn't mean we haven't seen it. I do have to track 4 screens. Keeping track of 4 screens is much harder than 2. We saw one? Okay, then it's 100%, we just saw it? Okay. Look at that. Well, okay. So yeah, 100%. Inside Jabu somewhere there is a long shot, so that will solve our water right there. Which means all we need is Boomerang, and we know everything. You wanna check that assumption for me there, Wolf? But I think that's right.
Let's see. Double checking. Reticulating splines, carrying the 1, sending the owl back to its tree. Yep, looks good.
I think it's Boomerang bet time. Yeah, I think it is. That's the only item we need. Now, a lot of our runners don't know where Rudo's letter is, so that's gonna be the thing they're gonna have to flip on. But we know where that is. So the only item we need to know before we're completely in go mode is Boomerang. And I'm gonna bet it is. I think it's on.
Sorry, mods, I beat you to that one. And yeah, for those of you that are, this is your first time seeing a Season 8 run, you may be wondering, wait, why are some people talking about trial checks? Don't you have to enter, don't you need all the medallions first? No, we have restored the bridge to its vanilla state. In order to access Ganon's castle, you only need Shadow Medallion, Spirit Medallion, and Light Arrows. Right now, we have 2 of the 3. The problem? That third requires, well, most likely, logically, the long shot.
I'm gonna say it right now. I think that Tenacious Toad is now in the best position. Tenacious Toad has Rudo's letter over everyone else, and is now like where Stinny is, basically like inside Spirit Temple with all the same stuff. Yeah.
Earl taking care of his responsibilities in Forest because, you know, it's a dungeon we just have to go through.
It's a good chance to think about what your next progression and plays are going to be. You have 15 minutes in baby jail over there to think about everything, because you kind of have to do every check in Forest to find all the keys, even though you know it's foolish. Go moding Forest is very difficult, is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, difficult I'll give you, but jail? That feels a little harsh.
No one likes Forest Temple.
That doesn't mean it's a jail.
Kind of.
Clearly, I'm misunderstanding something.
It's true. Earl does have a possibility of doing Epona on the way to GTG once he finishes Forest, so that's a pretty decent shot. The well's a literal jail. Forest Temple is baby jail. Actually, maybe the well should be real jail.
You're still not answering how Forest Temple is a jail at all.
Because it's a jail for the viewers. We have to watch someone go through something for 15 minutes. We're gonna have to watch 3 other runners do it too. Are you excited? Are you ready for your 15-minute timeout? forest is more of a psychiatric hospital, you know what? Fair.
We are not capturing our audience, Ash.
I think we're
entertaining them. Whether our form of entertainment is working, well, that remains to be seen.
No. We are the prison entertainment. They're trapped in Forest Temple with us, and we have to keep their spirits up high. But we are about to get triple spirit. Because Bartender's about to get that second strength, and then turn right back around and do spirit as well. Actually, no, Bartender doesn't even have strength 1, so Bartender's about to get his first strength, and then probably go run and do 4. Just kidding. Yeah, no, Bartender does not have another strength. So this is a small bit of a bailout for Bartender, actually. More shield flex.
Do we need strain 3?
It's possible.
Don't know yet. Outside Ganon's castle is hinted foolish. However, if we require anything in Light Trial, that needs strain 3, but it's a little too soon to say.
Yeah, we have no idea where the Rang is, and probably aren't going to be able to get no, so it's just gonna casino for it basically at this point.
And I don't think, yeah, that big key chest has nothing today. Earl just trying to wrap up Phantom Ganon as quickly as possible. And yeah, chat's coming up with some interesting ideas for,
Yeah, I mean, to be clear, if you dip water for Rang, you wouldn't be dipping Rudo's, Jabu. You'd just be completing Jabu to get long shot and go back to water. So it's only 1 dip, not 2 dips. But you know, still terrible. Still a really gross suggestion. Thanks, chat. Long shot on Rang test for Boomerang and Castle would be actually awful. Wait, that's hilarious.
Alright, Cinny is ready to deal with the dual bosses. First up, Naburu Knuckle. And that was Naburu Knuckle. As Earl now has the Fire Medallion. And now for Komi and Kotake. And I missed that first hint. Chad, did you see what that first Deku Tree hint was? It was Jabutomorpha, thank you. Second one, I am caught up. The other Desert Colossus to Phantom Ganon. Interesting peeking strategy by Brotinder. get to avoid opening that box, or at least getting close to it.
Did he use bomb shoes?
Yeah, bomb shoes and a slight peek, but yes. And oh, that was. Wait, that was the hint.
Hmm?
It was Gerudo Valley that had the hint about Rudo's letter, if I just saw correctly.
No, that was a red potion bottle in Shadows. In the the Shadow Bombable hat thing.
I saw a bottle hint. I was right on that.
Yeah. It was Shadow Bomb. Tenacious Toad living incredibly dangerously. Could not be me. This man is an actual a crazy man. He just walked into the Oops All Crashes room with Din's Fire on his C right. It's been patched? Oh, really? Oh, since when? Like 2 years? Holy! 2 years? Alright, well that's what I get for taking a break. Good lord.
To be fair, I forgot if it was patched for this season or the previous one. Also, Rotinder now in GTG, already finding...
Hey, Sword. Oh, God.
Well, now we have Deku Tree access if we require it.
I really don't want to require it.
I mean, I know you don't, but we have to consider it as a possibility.
I think the maze has nothing. It's a completely dead maze.
Tenacious Toad going dancing with witches right now. And Cinny actually in Water Temple.
I think this is a solid shout. Water Temple can have the answer a good chunk of the time.
Alright, starting with the compass chest here. Compass chest, not worth. And there's that Zora tunic that was talked about earlier.
Did Cindy not get that Zora tunic? I thought Cindy did. But they're not putting it on, so I'm guessing they didn't.
No, I think they got it. They just choose not to put it on. Remember, you have to pause in order to equip the tunics. You don't have to pause to equip the iron boots right now.
That's fair. I mean, they don't need it to move around.
Alright, there is a small key in the cracked room. And a small key in the map chest. Earl, meanwhile, going through mostly barren ice cavern.
Thinking of worst case scenarios on board here, if Boomerang is in Strength 2 lock GTG, Protenders is super dead. Because I don't know if he ever comes back for that. I mean, eventually he would, obviously. Like, you run out of things to check, but like, not for a long while.
And who needs torches when you have fire arrows?
True. Or Din's Fire. Or we have a lot of magical sources right now.
another small key. And Brotinder has decided to leave GTG.
Well, nothing else you can do there, right? Well, there's one of the checks in water. I think we saw another blank chest earlier, so that's 2. Hopefully we see all 4 checks in water without having to worry about the river, and so then we don't need to worry about Song of Time. Yeah, I think this path suggests it, right? Like you complete these things. Means he's following the things that he has hinted, right? He can't do well, he could do forest now, but he knows forest is dead, and he can't do spirit. So it makes sense. This does make sense.
Alright, I believe our remaining checks are Block Chest, Pillar Chest, Dark Link Chest, and Dragon Chest.
And Morpha.
Well, Morpha... Okay, Block Chest has our boss key, so Strength 1 required. Good news, I believe everyone has Strength.
Yes. At this point, everyone has at least 1. But there's always a chance that Brotinder gets bailed out by a strength in Deku that isn't needed, a strength in like I mean, with Song of Time you can see something else, you know. There's chances for Brotinder to get bailed out by a 3rd strength that's not the logical one.
Well, look at this. Brotinder is in Deku, and we already have something big.
Gold scale.
Well, okay, maybe not as big.
Unfortunately, this seed is just not that useful. Oh, but Cinny might be getting Ruto's letter right now if Cinny remembers to do the pose. Don't forget your chores, Cinny, please. I beg you.
I mean, to be fair, I believe Din's Fire is in this check, so it's a good place to go anyway.
Yes. Except we know that Din's Fire is fully worthless, unless somehow Boomerang is on the river chest. Unless that specifically happens. Calling opponents, will he use that bottle to check for pose?
I think Cinny will check.
Looks like it. Yeah, we're going past the signpost. That's a telltale post sign. Here we go. Alright, Cinny is in a good spot now. Has access to go check Jabu. Is it possible we find Longshot on the extra fish? Look, our emotional support fish can only take us so far, but we've grown up now. We have to go move on without them.
Yeah, but otherwise, Deku Tree... not too much.
Not looking like it has anything. We'll see if Goma has anything. And it's on the strength block in water, the bus key.
Also,
I have an IKEA shark.
Go ahead.
So say, having IKEA shark? Yeah, me too. I also have a Blaha.
I just have a dog plush right now.
I also have a dog plush, but that dog plush is my PTSD night terror plush. That's my oh god no.
Alright, Tektite Grotto, I don't think I've seen any runner peak yet, so...
Not a cat with pneumonia. Alright, Goma, you got anything?
Well, we know Goma has a spiritual stone, which, by the way, Brotinder now has all 3. Make of that what you will.
Yes, Pretender has the ability to check the one possible downside check that can come with it. Nothing in Deku!
Alright.
The stones are completely worthless unless there is one check. One possible check remains to make Shadow or Deku needed. Otherwise, they are fully dead.
So, to be fair, Child Spirit does make some sense. We do have 2 unknown checks. So you may as well knock this out.
Don't hate checking this. This makes sense to check. He's looking for a second strength at this point.
Unfortunately, it may be that the only 2 accessible strengths right now, well, Brotinder has 1, but the other has to go back to Frog's 1.
We have not seen any runners go into deep fire yet, no.
Child right, nothing.
Child left. Also nothing.
Alright, this was an adult-only dungeon today. No minors.
Are we still missing? Are we still missing paths, by the way? I know we have
So we have Jabutomorpha, Colossus 2 Phantom Ganon, Welder Twin Rova, Kakarikotomorpha.
And the Hero's Bane one in Goron City.
That's 5.
Okay, yeah, no we're not. Kakarikotomorpha, yeah. Kakarikotomorpha, what was that one? It was either bow or hammer. Wait a minute.
I'm not sure that's realized yet.
Yeah, it's not, because the hook shot was just in a skull mask check. And that's not that. And then the...
Oh no.
Wait a minute, hold on. There's no shot that, like...
No, I just realized. Bow to shoot the eye to gain access to the river chest. Brotinder just got Song of Time. It's possible! No. Yeah, it is possible because you normally get the long shot through the Dark Link battle. You don't need the long shot to get to that chest.
Never mind. I agree with Wayfaring Fox, though. Zelda's Lullaby can't be directly hinted on path stuff like this, but it can be indirectly hinted. Hammer is required to beat Fire. Fire is required to have Zelda's Lullaby. Zelda's Lullaby is a requirement to beat Water Temple. It's a hammer path.
I still think Bow is possible, though. Again, it's... Wait, I am still trying to piece all the new logic path stuff here. How is Bow disprove?
It's not that Bow's like disproved, it's that we have another answer. In order to beat Water Temple, you need the following things logically. You need access to enter, so in this case, Iron Boots are your logical access. You need Long Shot to beat Morpha, and you need Zelda's Lullaby to change water levels logically. So, the thing is, you could have 2 separate things that do both fulfill the path, right? Like Hammer is absolutely fulfilling the path because while paths can't point at ZeldaSpeedRuns as a hint itself, so you can't have like graveyard to this, and then that graveyard gives you, well, graveyard can't give you ZeldaSpeedRuns, but like graveyard gives you to Morpha, and then the well song is Zelda's Lullaby. If that ever happened, that wouldn't be a possible answer. But hammer being the logical way to beat fire, fire giving you Forest Medallion giving you Zelda's Lullaby, that tracks, that's an okay path, and that can be pointed to, and so that can be required to beat water. So it's less that arrows, the bow explicitly can't have it, it's that we have a resolved path, so that bow's not required to have it. If bow did have something, it's not precluded, but we can't create any new positive information for that hint, because we have an already answered reason.
Aurora's Wind has been found in the Silver Rupee Room in GTG, but not much else.
Yeah, so fortunate for Bartender Dust, that's nothing.
And I don't think we've seen a Goron pottery yet.
No, I don't think we have. I don't think we saw Child Goron City, but Child Goron City gets skipped, like, aggressively, like, all the time. Yeah, light arrows in Goron City is the path for that. Hammer to Morpha via Zelda's Lullaby is the path for that. Let me look at these paths here for a second. Yeah, so Jabu to Morpha unanswered, Kakariko to Morpha, bracket, hammer. Goron City to Evil's Bane, bracket, light arrows. Desert Colossus to Arya Song, bottom of the well to Twin Roba, bracket, Mirror Shield. That should be your current outcome. There you go. Perfect. And like we know all these ones for sure. Even if something else in one of those areas does lead to to other things, we know for sure that these are like these paths do confirm and function. It has to be long shot, but we don't know where the long shot is. So while we know we absolutely 100% must have it, it's just we don't know where it is, and so we're not going to write that down yet. Because it could be another item that leads to long shot. I don't know what that item would be at this point, given that we've done Shadow and we've done Deku, right? What else could that item be at this point?
That I don't have an immediate answer for you.
Strength 3. Strength 3 is the answer. If you saw a third strength, you could do it, I think.
But then that means we would need Light Trial for that.
Yeah, which we can't because we need to beat water. Never mind, can't do that. Can't do that because water is the one of the access points for getting inside. So that's not the answer. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that it can be. I think it just has to be a long shot.
So, where in that world is that gosh darned a long shot?
Long shot is probably just on like, it's not going to be on like one of the hintable ones. It's probably like on the heart container or on like the first chest that like you kill the tentacle for. The real question is where in the world is our boomerang? And that could be actual anywhere. We are full casino for that nonsense. There's no indication anywhere besides our Baron hints that where to check for that, sadly.
Is it still possible that the river chest could have the boomerang?
Yep, that's possible. Deku's been checked, and nothing's in Deku. They did the entirety of Deku already. Deku is empty. Shadow is empty. We've done all of Spirit. We've done all of Force, but Force is foolish anyway. We've done all of DC. So the question is, we've done all of GTG now. We've done all of Bottom of the Well. So it's either Deep Fire, In the checks in water we can't do, but like the only one we can't do that isn't long shot lock itself is that singular check in the river, basically. So there's that, and yeah, so there's the check in the river. So deep fire, river chest, inside Gen's castle, if and only if the boomerang logical chest has long shot. If that one has long shot, then we can go do water, and then boomerang can itself be inside that thing. And I think that's it. I think that's all of them? Yeah. I still think it's probably...
Chet's bringing up a good point. For all we know, the boomerang could just be in Fire Temple, and we're overcomplicating this.
Well, that's what I was saying. It has to be in Fire, River Chest, or inside Gen's Pixel. That's the only locations we haven't seen yet now. And, I was saying... I was calculating earlier something had to be inside Fire. I was, like, fairly confident, so I know I bet Twin Rover Heart Container because I wanted to be different, but,
Well,
I think we're in deep fire.
I admit, I bet the vanilla location for the boomerang because memes.
If boomerang was there, it would 100% solve the seed right off the bat. If vanilla boomerang is boomerang, you beat Jabu and you literally just find a long shot there. Yeah, IGC requires that the long shot is on very explicitly. The boomerang chest, the vanilla boomerang chest. If long shot is not there, it's not an IGC. No other way around it.
In the meantime, Cindy is going for horseback archery. I don't think we've seen this check yet. And Rotinder is still messing with getting this dang block pushed, I think.
True. There's a reason we haven't seen horseback archery is because Gerudo Fortress is foolish.
Right. Cindy forgot, and so did I.
Will we have a blessed wiggle today? I'm gonna need you to give me a wiggle here, Gerudo. It's very important.
Possibly.
Is the run blessed? Give it to me, Gerudo. Come on. Give me the wiggle.
No wiggle.
Gerudo. Harsh.
Toad may have moved just a few frames too soon.
Sad. Gerudo said no. No run blessed. We're here for another hour.
Good decision to play for Roars here. Because we may have to come back. Alright, we only have one logical place to check right now, and that's the boomerang chest.
What does the old man chest have?
Well, let's see. King Weep successfully moved.
Are you trying to... Is he trying to kill all the... He's killing all the manta rays with Gerudo. This is... I'm...
We're actually seeing a Darkling check here.
It's big.
That is big.
What is
all right.
this? It's boomerang. Oh my god. That just means the seed's over, by the way. The long shot is in here. That's so hilarious. That's so annoying.
Well, we were gonna have to clear out this dungeon anyway, so may as well.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, the only other thing the long shot could be is 20 Skulltulas, and I don't think anyone's turned that in yet.
It can't be. We have way more than enough logical things for that. If the only thing we found in here was boomerang, it would have to be a boomerang block thing, which has to be in here anyway. And yeah, and there you go. That's your long shot right there. Yep.
Long shot on the map chest, I believe.
Yep. And Cindy's about to get the exact same thing. So Cindy is like right behind as well.
And you said this was going to be a 5 hours.
Yeah, apparently it's a jet again. Season 8's fun.
I would not exactly use those words to describe this. I want to say we can get times of under 2 hours. I would consider those to involve the fast-moving vehicles.
No. Under 2:30 is a jet in Ocarina of Time. Like 2:15s. We're looking at like a what dungeons does he have to do? Oh, he has to go to the forest. Yuck. Oh, gross. But like water is super fast at this point. So like you finish up Jabu, you finish up a really fast water because people know where the boss key is, and then you go do forest for 15 minutes in there. So yeah, it would put like a 220, 225-ish probably around here. It's just not that long, right?
I still don't think this seed involves high-speed vehicles yet. Alright, Rudo, we need you once again. It is time to pick up your upgraded engagement ring.
Hey, the good news is that this one at least makes sense. Her mom gave her the water medallion. That tracks. This one makes sense. For Tinder not having that second strength is really unfortunate.
I am not even sure we're going to see a third strength right now.
No, I somewhat doubt it as well.
Alright, Big Octo taken out for Tenacious Toad. Cinny about to receive the good news.
Yeah, I think Fire IGC has to have the last one, so maybe Pretender gets bailed out with a strength from Deep Fire.
There are a number of possibilities. That number, however, is frighteningly low. Though another number that's a little bit on the low side, even though it's really middling for us, is the 2-hour mark. It's your turn to do this.
Oh, okay, sure. See, I thought you were a big fan of it, so I was just gonna let you do it all. But chat, thank you for staying with us for 2 hours. It's always a welcome sight to see you here. We're going to say thank you to everyone who makes this possible, starting with our restreamer Shannon Bread today. We're going to also thank our trackers today, which is New IT Guy, Aurelians, and Procrastinator AT. I'm going to thank my fellow commentator here, Wolfman, and of course, it's very difficult to put yourself out there on Restream, so thank you to all of our runners, Arrow Weird, Pretender Dos, Tenacious Toad, and Cinny, and most importantly of all, thank you to all of you for coming out and watching. This literally cannot happen without you, so whether you're watching here on Twitch or on a re-upload on YouTube, thank you so much for all your patronage and support.
Yeah, Ash says it much more professionally than I do. In the meantime, Earl is actually checking the back of Lake Hylia Gossipstone hints. The first one was a duplicate. Second is also a duplicate. Okay, I think we've actually used up all of our hints.
We have, I believe, yes. I feel so bad for Pretender. Oh, Lord. Also, this is the part of Ocarina of Time Randomizer that's always the worst, right? Like where you are in Tenacious Toad's position, right? You have 4 dungeons complete mode, and now you have to spend another 15 minutes doing Go Mode Forest, and then like a pretty quick water, admittedly, but like you're basically like done and just hoping that people aren't ahead of you. What are you going to be able to? You're not really going to be able to get ahead of where they are. So it's like just 20 minutes. Oops, let's just go, fast, Don't make a mistake, right? Oh, it's brutal. God, so, oh lord. Total hints. There are 5 paths, 3 barons, 5 always, 1 always song, 5 sometimes of different varieties, and all hints are duplicated, so you see 2 copies of each. And I think that's all the hints?
I thought it was 6 sometimes and 2 duels.
Right, there are 2 duels. I thought it was... Right, I forgot about the dual hints. But I thought it was 5 sometimes. Is it 6?
I have 6 on my notes.
No, there's 6, probably. I don't have the notes in front of me, I'm going off memory. Hey, Sky!
Alright, Toad is now in Water Temple. And, perhaps forgetting that you need a boss key in order to open the door. I don't see boss key on the HUD. Ah.
He's hitting for Loris to go over. No, this is a perfectly good seed, Sky. The only real complicator is that, we have a vanilla boomerang, which is, like, never fun, but not, like, but given that you have a hint path of Jabu to Morpha, it's much more solvable and doable. So, not a bad seed at all.
Alright. As Cinny is dealing with Baronade, I'm more curious about Brotinder's side because, well, Brotinder doesn't have Strength 2, and we're running out of locations to where a Strength 2 could be, or, well, for the other runners, a Strength 3. And the fact is, we are in the deepest of fire. Brotinder is going to the Megaton Hammer chest.
Oh lord, we're gonna go see highest Goron. Oh my. Alright! Yeah, we already saw highest Goron, now we have Megaton Hammer. Oh my gosh. And yeah, if any casinos exist in this seed, it was for Big Pose.
But Big Poes are always available. I thought Big Po casinos weren't real.
They're not, and for what it's worth, Kakariko to Morpha has 2 solutions now. The hammer solution does work, and we have that, but it's not bow. It's the other solution, as you were thinking earlier. The other solution is Epona's. There might be another bow somewhere that makes the other one not a solution, but Epona's was required to, by logic to be able to get the Rudo's Letter. Because Rudo's Letter gets us over there to get the Morpha thing, that's the other path as well. So, it's much more likely to be pointing at Hammer for Fire, which is like just a perfectly logical solution, but Epona's song.
And Megaton Hammer chest has mega nothing.
Oh lord. So it feels so bad for Pretender.
Question is, does he know where to go next?
Cinny has already been here and has a boss key, so Cinny might be actually ahead of Tenacious Toad now. In fact, I believe they are. there's Pretender doing the big paw. So Pretender's going to get out of one of his 2 casino locks. The unfortunate bit is that he's in a second casino lock. So it's good that he's going to those. He's going to find the answers to all his other problems. He's going to actually get through literally every dungeon except for Spirit. So the real question is, can he find another strength? Spirit Temple is light medallion, so it's possible the 3rd strength might be in Ganon's castle. This could free up Pretender Dose to find a out of logic or like a secondary logical strength inside IGC. That could be an answer. We'll have to see what, if anything, can free Pretender Dose from his strength-related prison. That's true. Getting to do Jabu does push him in that direction. Maybe he pulls that check along the way. That is the big hope we have for Pretender. That will put him, I'm not going to say back in the race because he has enough things he has to do, but Pretender has already done, he didn't complete Forest, so yeah. It certainly spares him a lot of time. He's back on the right path.
But, well, we have to go through Forest, at which point it becomes an execution seed.
True.
And Pretender is upset.
Mad? Pretender's so mad, bro.
Toad trying to catch up to Cinny right now.
Well, and that's the other thing. Cinny's like a minute behind everyone else's stream on Restream. Like I don't know why.
We'll get things figured out, folks. Just sit tight.
Oh, there we go. Inside Forest Temple now. With a much more... Well, actually, no. He's still like a minute behind.
Is this how time travel is supposed to work? We just...
Don't think about it too hard, or you know, bad things can happen.
But this is Ocarina of Time. We start in the past, but have to go to the future. And anything that we do in the past affects the future. Very few things in the future can affect the past, and it's just, but if you do that, then Spirit Temple Master Quest. My brain hurts. For those that wonder why we don't often do Master Quest dungeons on these weekly settings, that is perhaps one reason why. Alright, Cinny now has the boss key to Forest, but unfortunately, we still have to go through the entire thing. Earl is also doing a deep dive into fire right now. But at the very least, Protinder now has a boomerang. Unfortunately, the boomerang is not going to help too much, except get us the long shot.
I mean, it solves a big section of the problems. It does put him in a mode where he only needs a second strength to beat the steed. So he's going to go do all this other stuff and then try to find that strength along that path, right? Unfortunately for him, given that he got here and didn't get the strength, he's stuck. Like, he's not going back to River, I don't think.
Also, did we ever see Pierre's chest?
We did not, I don't think.
Well, Earl's going for it. Oh,
we did?
See it?
Cool.
Yeah, we kind of figured it wasn't important. We do keep an eye on you, chat. Now, I'm trying to remember, when it comes to Forest Temple, is there a way to skip needing small keys without breaking our current rule set?
Yep, you can do 3-key forest.
3-key forest. There are 5 keys in forest.
Correct. There's a way to skip a section of the forest by doing a movement trick in the courtyard that will allow you to only have to use 3 keys of forest. And, yep, 3-key forest is allowed in rule set. It's about the only way you can go mode forest, but it's even that, it only saves you a little bit of time overall. It's not the biggest time save in the world. Yeah, viable, that's the debatable part, yeah. How race viable is it, as opposed to just doing it on your own, like just finishing it forest without having to do it? Because you lose a lot of time if you fail it. Yeah, yeah. It's doable. It's not always going to be gone for, I think is the way to put it.
I'm still trying to get the hang of this little, like, bomb jump to ledge grab that Cinny does.
So ground jumps, you mean?
Well, combination of the ground jump and the whole, hey, you can skip all the blocks, the block pushing.
Yeah, so if even a little bit of a gravel ledge is out there, all you have to do is ground jump off and grab that ledge, and you'll be able to stand on top of it. And then with hover boots, it makes it even easier than that, so you don't have to, like, pull all the way out. The reason to do that is so you don't have to push it from the other side all the way out. You can just, like, go to the side you want to be on, pull it out a few steps, and then ground jump up to the smaller platform. Because big or small, as long as Link can stand on it, you can and grab the edge, you can ground jump up to it. So it's no big deal.
Link's center of gravity is made out of mysterious pixels.
The bigger issue is that it's made out of pixels to begin with.
I think I have to concede at that point.
There are 2 runners racing to the finish on Forest Temple, and once they're done with that, they will be done. Bertinderdos is going to go complete Forest and Water. I have to imagine he'll go beat Forest, even though he knows it's foolish to have it out of the way. Maybe he won't. Maybe he'll just go search for Water instead. That's probably more viable. He'll do Water first. And Earl is looking for his path forward with a Ruto's Letter. If he can find Ruto's Letter, his speed will end right then, because he'll be able to find his long shot inside Jabu afterwards. So, of course, he has to make the call to go to Jabu even once he has Ruto's Letter, but, like, the more checks he does, the more likely that he just does that, thinking that maybe the strange path of, like, long shot leads to a boomerang, or boomerang is in its location and long shot is stuck behind it. Like, those become more likely the less checks you have, for sure. So how's everyone in chat doing today? We got 2 people in Forest, 1 person in Jabu, and 1 person in Fire. We've seen everything that we've already seen from them, so right now is a great time to check in on everyone. Everyone drinking water, everyone having fun, ice cream from the freezer, that's Pog. Ice cream is good, tasty.
For whatever reason, I've never enjoyed the taste of ice cream. Maybe it's just a texture, temperature thing for me?
You ever tried sorbet?
Don't think I have yet.
Sorbet is like very very fruit forward, less cream, much more smooth. If you don't like the the kind of ice chunky texture of ice cream, then like sorbet or gelato can be really quite nice for you. But if it's if it's just a cold thing, then yeah, it's a bit harder. Cadbury's caramel. Ooh.
I'm open to trying sorbet. I just need to find a good spot.
Yeah. My favorite sorbet is like a raspberry lime sorbet or a nice lemon sorbet. Oh, so
I'll
good.
be honest, raspberry lime does sound like a good combo.
It's fantastic.
Caramel, for whatever reason, I've never enjoyed either the flavor of it or the sticky aftertaste.
Yeah, I don't like caramel, the candy that people call caramels. I like making caramels as sauces. I do a sticky for all my my Brits and fellow colonies out there. Every fucking Christmas I make a sticky toffee pudding, and I make a homemade toffee sauce for that, obviously, which is just kind of a caramel essentially. And God, I love that flavor. But like the sort of solidified caramels, not my thing.
Ash, you do realize that it's not late night everywhere, right?
What you mean?
Never mind. Chat, if you know, you know.
I'm very confused. I was just talking about people only eat sticky toffee pudding usually in British, UK countries or countries that were former colonies of. I'm not entirely certain what you mean by late night. Incredibly British thing.
Oh, sorry. I thought I heard you swear.
Oh, yeah, I was told that that this stream is not PG and I'm allowed to swear on this stream.
I mean, you're not wrong. I just figured there were better timings and applications to use it rather than talking about a bleeping holiday.
I have had to be a good girl and restrain myself in other commentary scenarios. Let me have this one. And you're Canadian, Shannon. Okay, I'm from Newfoundland, yeah? So, nice to see fellow Canadian in the US now, but formerly from Newfoundland. Born and raised there. Is that true? Go on by. St. John's or out near Clarenceville or whatever? Oh, you're from Toronto? Toronto's a good city too there.
I have a feeling you may also enjoy the Majora's Mask rando community, who also host themselves here on the Zelda Speedruns family.
Cornerbrook, you spy over on the west coast of the island. Cornerbrook's so good. Yeah. That's what I hear is bit of Irish, bit of Canadian. That adds up to Newfie usually, yeah. I miss home. I miss home deadly. I want to go back and get myself some Toutons and some molasses. I want to get some cod tongues. I want to see the Atlantic Ocean. I want to go up there. Oh man, there's so much I want to do when I go back home. I'm gonna make my home vacation sometime soon. You believe you me. But honestly, Seattle's a beautiful city too. I love it out here. It's fantastic. I've actually been learning MMR because I've been playing OOT combo rando, and obviously I know OOT very well, but I don't know MM very well. So learning all the different MM stuff has been quite nice.
I still need to get through the retro achievements set for Majora's Mask before I try the rando. I am afraid of getting locked out of Song of Time at an important junction.
Most of them randos feed you Song of Time, or at least like in the combo rando they feed you it.
Okay, then maybe I don't have to worry as much, but still, I understand the design decision, but the going back in time thing is stressful, and I know myself, I would never be able to complete a race-setting seed in one session for me. And in this case, I'm generously saying a session is worth 5 to 6 hours.
The time of day stuff learning is definitely the hardest, I would say. Like learning what time of day people arrive at and stuff like that. Like, oh, you have to talk to Anju around 2 p.m. to set up the midnight meeting for 11:30 in the kitchen, and and that only happens on day 1, right? Like knowing that is like a decently difficult thing, right? Like you have to know the exact time and things like that.
I would prefer to not worry about. If the Song of Time allowed for going backwards at any point, other than back to 6 a.m. the start, then we
right.
However, what we need to talk about is we have Rainbow Bridges up. Brotender is inside Ganon's castle trying to find a Strength 2 through the hardest of ways. Cinny, however, is just able to climb up the tower portion and end this seed.
Finish the game. I'm hoping that Pretender gets bailed out here for sure. Also, Procrastinator, Nova Scotia is a beautiful province. Halifax is wonderful. Dartmouth is wonderful as well. I mean, people sometimes talk bad about Dartmouth, but I like Dartmouth. Dartmouth is character. Oh, strength.
Do we have a vanilla strength check?
Bail us out one time, please. Let's go! Oh my god.
Brotender, you lucky son of a gun.
Bailed out, boy. Bailed out.
And wait, Procrastinator Rat, you're one of our trackers. Why are you saying you're saved right now?
Oh, because he's the one tracking Pretender. I'm pretty sure. And so, because once one of the runs is finished, they can leave. And there's Mackie finishing 2:25. That makes total sense. Cindy's gonna finish not too far behind as well. GG's to our winner.
With the double knuckle defeated, there's not really anything that can stop Cinny from getting up to the organ room.
Yeah, early Jabu play crushes people this seed, I think. Yeah. You still have to like actually find Ruto's letter is the problem though. Like some runners would love to make that play, but they didn't have Ruto's letter until they checked everything else basically. So you have to make a early pose play and an early Jabu play.
Maybe Fabio did that. They finished in second, 2:26.06.
I'm thinking we're gonna see a 2:30 from Cinny here. Especially if Cinny can get the quick kill off on Mr. Dorf here. Oh no, Earl. Don't go to Deku. No! Earl's going to Deku. Earl, no! Earl, no! Run!
Earl is not going to Deku.
Oh, not going Deku. Checking pose first, maybe? Smile?
And
I beg?
Cinny did not get the 1 cycle.
Did not, so maybe a little bit past 230. Still pretty fast kill.
And thank you for allowing us to skip the escape. As Tenacious Toad now enters Ganon's castle.
No, Cinny is not missing a medallion. Because Cinny is in right now, so Cinny has to have all the boss key for all the medallions. But yeah.
And so it is now time to figure out how to properly prepare this plum pork of a pig.
Rotinderdos is currently in go mode and has to beat Forest and Spirit, which is not too bad overall, but still like a little bit of time. To get his Rudo's letter, and he'll be finished too. That puts all of our runners into pretty much go mode. Earl doesn't know it yet, but Earl is in go mode now. He'll as soon as he goes to Java. So the question is whether he goes to Java or not. Oh, is he gonna do ice first? Lord. Oh no.
I think, well, hold on. I don't think it's an ice play.
Where is he going?
Going to Tektite Grotto at least. Meantime, Cinny is almost done preparing Ganon to be properly served for everyone to enjoy.
I think Cinny may have just started their timer late. It's not that they're desynced from everyone. I think they're just like their timer's a minute behind themselves because I haven't seen them finish it and they're about to. So I think Cinny's timer just got a little bit behind, not Cinny's stream.
We'll find out. We just have to take care of the final preparations. Ganon is resting, and now slice, 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 stab.
GG's, Cinny, GG's. And there's a third place with a 932. Yep, almost exactly a minute behind. Their clock on their own thing there is reading 228.33 instead of 229.33.
So in other words, the tech issue was all on Cinny's side. Great.
Yep, looks like it.
Well, we're gonna have words with them, at least if they decide to show up for the interview.
A very well played siege from Cinny. Tenacious is going to finish maybe about 3 minutes behind. More like 5 minutes behind that, like at 2:34. Rotinder going to finish up here, and in Spirit's much easier to go mode. I'm thinking maybe a 2:45. And Earl, I'm thinking about the same. No, what does Earl have to do that? What then does Earl do? Just Java and Water. So actually, Earl probably finishes faster than Rotinder. I'm thinking like a 2:40, maybe. Maybe they'll be close to each other for sure. In the same way that Toad and Cinny are.
Okay, so we will have an interview soon. Also, wait, I just realized, to Shannon Bread, apparently in Majora's Mask you have the Daddy Bean guy. Now there's a Daddy... Is there anyone that is not considered a mother or a father in your rando world here? I am, and on that note, everyone, who joined in from Cindy's community to the Zelda Speedruns community. Thank you. We will have Cindy hopefully speaking with us shortly.
GG's, Sunny, GG's.
Hello everyone. GG's.
Nice to see you over here in this community.
Yeah. Dunker's finishing high in the weekly.
Exactly. Congratulations on 3rd overall, first in the restream. How'd you feel about the seed?
Frick that skull mask. I got the hint as soon as I was gonna go adult, and then, god damn it, there's a hook shot on it. I've got to backtrack everywhere to get the masks, and now I gotta go get the hook shot. That's cost me a lot of time.
How about the pose? Do you think that you could have read that in earlier, or you think you like when were you thinking of writing that in overall? Because a lot of people struggle finding that first letter.
When I was planning on going to GTG, which was when I got the Rudos, I was gonna route through field, go through valley, do 410, do GTG. That was my plan for getting pose.
Mm-hmm. A lot of players were sort of thinking a lot of people in the chat were like, "Oh, I would have gone to what's what I'm looking for? I would have gone to Jabu early with that Jabu hint just to check the one boomerang chest, but it's out of the way." People were calling that card. Did any thought go through your mind of
that's pretty risky to do since the long shot was in there, but if Ring was not in that spot, then you just lost a ton of time doing Jabu.
True. So no thought going through your mind doing that?
Yeah, I had for so I figured I'd go for it.
Makes sense.
I think I didn't get Furores until... where was it?
Furores was...
GTG?
Yeah,
GTG.
in behind Silver Block.
Yeah, so I wasn't even considering doing... Jabu unless I had Furores. I wasn't gonna take that kind of risk. Which I guess I should have. Ice and GTG, I could have skipped those entirely.
Yeah, do you have any other thoughts on how this seed went?
I think it's mostly based off of like these path to Morpha hints and knowing how they work. You can use those to eliminate a lot of checks. Like I know Shadow couldn't have anything, or yeah, Shadow couldn't have anything. It's based off of item placement and these path hints. So that's one dungeon I could eliminate.
You were able to
Fortunately, couldn't
eliminate
eliminate anything else.
You were able to eliminate an entire dungeon? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the bridge condition takes priority over the key condition. And I know Rang locks the long shot, so I knew I could eliminate Shadow.
I'm gonna have to restudy that hint document.
Yeah, it's gonna be important to know that.
GG's Toad, congratulations on your 5th place finish, just beating out Incoherent. 2nd place on the restream. How are you doing today?
Good. That boomerang was kind of mean.
Yeah, just a bit, eh?
Yeah.
You actually had yourself quite a bit of a lead there, Toad, because you were the first person to find Rudo's letter for quite a while, like maybe like 30-45 minutes on restream minimum. Just like took you a long time to get around going to Jabu. Can't really say we blame you, but any thoughts in your mind to like go into Jabu early, trying to dip that with the hint?
Yeah, I was looking for a Baronade path hint, and then I almost went back child, but then I decided to go to GTG instead, which was the wrong move.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Same here.
man, I should have went to Jabu and followed my path, but who knew that one check in Jabu was going to be it. Otherwise, I felt I did pretty good.
So we've only had the Season 8 flag set for somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks. What are your thoughts on them right now?
They're pretty normal. I don't think the bridge comes
Yeah.
up as often as people would think, but especially since water was go mode.
Yeah, these feel pretty similar to S6 settings, except with
Yeah.
like the bridge condition different. But I guess
Yep.
sometimes you can have Gan's Castle in play.
Yeah. I like them. I like having an extra area to check.
Do you have any other final thoughts on this seed, Todd?
Nope. It was pretty straightforward seed. Besides the boomerang.
I commend
If
both
you don't
of you
get that
for
skull mask in, then that could be tricky.
Oh yeah, that's going mess in. Made me mad too.
Yeah, I hated it.
Why?
I got it as soon as I was gonna go adult. Then now I have to do this. Now I have to do this crappy mask quest.
This is my second seed I've commentated in about I'm gonna call it 16 hours. So I've done two in about 16 hours. I did the one yesterday and the one today, and both of them have had a skull mask hint that led to a hard required thing that blocked the rest of the seed. Yesterday's one said, "Oh, a skull mask for slingshot," and slingshot locked K-sword, and K-sword locked the actual entire seed. And today it's like that one for hookshot. You can't see the hookshot, and you desperately need it. And so, based on where the other one was, like, really need to find that. So, yeah. No, both these seeds. If you don't do skull mask, you don't find the hint for skull mask. Oh boy, that's bad.
Yeah. Skull mask locks a lot. That hookshot locked quite a bit.
I was also glad that it wasn't AD. But that was a
I knew
pretty
it wasn't
slim
since
chance.
I did dip water before having long shot. I
Yeah.
cleared up to the boss key. And then
It was like a
killed
1 in
after
11
that.
chance or something.
Yeah, something like that. Just only the river could cause AD.
Yeah.
But I had everything in case that happened. Luckily, I pulled the K-sword out of GTG if that would happen.
Well, as it turns out, Bertinder checked both Shadow and Deku and got Song of Time.
Oh yikes!
Yeah, he
Wow.
he was looking for Rudo's letter and for a second strength forever. In fact, hey guys, want to play a fun game? You guys both found the 2 strengths. One in the river and one. Where's our second strength again? In the
Colossus, the
Colossus.
fairy.
Colossus, right? Yeah, that Colossus Fairy, right? Okay. Want to take a guess at where strength 3 is?
Is it in like Deku or Shadow?
It is not in Deku or Shadow. Much to Brotinderdos' unfortunate nature.
Ganon's castle?
It is in Ganon's castle. One against which
my
check?
gosh.
Oh my gosh, Gan's coming into play this seed.
Oh my gosh. Forest trial. I have no idea.
No. Of course, Boomerang's vanilla, so strength has to be vanilla too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's right.
Fire is getting you over there.
So Bertinder has still not found the strength in the river. Bertinder's 2 strengths are that one and the one at Colossus.
Wow. But what
I mean, it works.
Road savving.
No, it absolutely works if you get that away, but unfortunately it means Bertinder has checked essentially the entirety of this seed, like actually all of this seed.
Except.
I'm sorry, I thought I heard a minor cutout there. Last thing I heard was except.
Oh yeah, except whatever they're missing. I don't know what they're
Yeah.
missing.
Well, they're not missing anything right now. Bertinder does
Oh,
is
okay.
Goma. And so is Earl. They are Goma's on different sides. Earl, like when Bertinder found his second strength, he was in Go mode immediately. That was his Go mode item. And when Earl found Rudo's letter, that was Earl's go mode item. Mind you, Earl didn't know it was go mode until Earl went to Jabu, but Earl immediately went to Jabu, and like as if they had figured it out, basically. So, I think they both knew at that point. But yeah, they're both in go mode now. Earl is finishing up water. Rotinder is finishing up spirit. As soon as they both finish that dungeon, they are going to go beat Ken. So just a race of who can beat their dungeon faster, and I believe it's going to be Earl. Water's a bit faster than spirit this seed, I think, even if you're go moding.
Yeah, and Morpha's way quicker than Twin Roba.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking at probably like a 250 for Earl. I mean,
They should both sub 3.
yeah, I think from this perspective, we're going to see a sub 3.
Especially with the amount of hearts they have, they're not going to die to anything.
No, the hearts and double defense. I can't see anyone dying to Twin Roba or Gan at this point.
Yeah, so much health this seed.
That Kokiri Forest was... Jeez. Sounds a big
in
chest.
there. I remember a wallet, and I think the other two
There was
were bait.
There was
Double
a wallet,
defense, bomb
double
bag.
defense, and a bomb bag. None of which
I
you
know, I
needed because
already
you
had
had
a bomb
already
bag
found
by
a
that
bomb
point.
bag in other locations. You'd already found a wallet in another location. You'd already like, oh
There
my.
was something
The wallet,
in...
I don't care about wallet logic. Or I don't care
Yeah.
about getting
Yeah.
wallets.
And
Yeah, the
magic
magic
in
was
Full
in the
Storm,
storm. That's right.
which again you'd already found a magic in the tarp as well.
Yeah,
So
and I already planted a bean.
Yeah, I didn't actually have to go plant a bean. I found the other magic before beans.
Well, I immediately went child and save quit. That was what I did. I was like, oh, we'll just do domain and go down the river.
that's the one big difference. Everyone but you on Restream here, Toad, went adult first and spent a large amount of time adult. You went child first and did child routing early. Any reason why you preferred doing child this seed?
Probably storms pushed me there to do the well, even if I
That's
didn't
a
have
question.
the son or bombs.
That's a question I wanted to ask you. No ZL, no bombs, pushing towards storms. And no knowledge of the hint about bottom of the well either at that point. Do you prefer doing storms without even if you can't access all the checks there, like being willing to double dip just to get like access to like a good amount of knowledge, like what's like 7 checks I think you can do without either of those 2 items? Maybe peek a few more.
You can peek most
You
of
can
them
peek all
except that
except
end.
2.
Yeah. Yeah, you can peek some of the bomb ones. You can peek almost all the ZL ones except for the hand ones.
And the well's pretty quick, so
True.
that was my thinking.
Oh yeah, screw that big chest down there. I double dipped and was pissed when I took out the bow howl there.
I mean that could have easily logically been like your Bruto's letter, one of your strengths, like all kinds of things that could have been very, and like nothing else in the seed would have changed. But unfortunately,
Yeah.
no, not to be this seed. Alright, we got Fortindos entering Twin Rova's fight room right now, and Earl Weird is still looking for that boss key. I think he's doing Dragon right now.
Oh, go in the opposite direction of the boss key.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe Bro might have this, but Twin Rova's gonna take a long time.
I think this is our first time seeing the dragon chest.
It is. No one else did it.
It might have to be a key at this point. I'm not sure about that.
I didn't see Central Pillar either. I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's the check I don't know about.
It's a key.
Well,
Yeah, this is
I think he's gonna get his boss key on this loop right now. So
Yeah, probably.
Boomerang was vanilla. Blue roses.
Yeah, we had a vanilla rang.
oh, Cindy, I meant to ask, what happened to your timer on the screen?
I started it late. That's why I was behind.
Yeah, okay.
At least Restream didn't have to see my timer being off. Yeah, I started seeing and forgot to start the timer.
Yeah. We actually might have a close finish between these two right now, because, well, no, I think actually Pretender's gonna beat this before he gets the boss key. I mean, Morph is real quick, but,
Bro's got this.
Looks like
If Earl went this way first, it'd be pretty close.
Did Bro not get Furor's Wind?
He did not, no. Because he didn't have Strength 2 when he went to GG, he only has Strength 1.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Earl gets at a warp point here, though, so this is closer
what I usually do.
I think if Earl gets this very quick kill on Morpha, like the immediate one,
it's gonna be really close if he does the quick kill. Nope, too slow.
It always feels weird as too slow.
No, wait, Bro doesn't have the you can't set that. Thinking like do they have like the for setup in Ganon's? But no, don't even have wind.
Right, and there's the kill on Earl's side. So, I mean, I think we might see Ganondorf/Ganon mechanic fight matter between these two, because I don't think Earl's more than 30 seconds behind. I trust Brooke to have this though. I think he's got this.
Oh right, adult fishing. Routed that in with the Scarecrow. Just in case Pierre wanted to strike in Fire Temple.
Oh, that was a wallet.
No, I thought that was a
yeah, it's definitely a wallet.
I just jumped right over it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone picked up the wallet in Morpha's room.
Yeah, you don't really need wallets anyway. I guess logically you could, but you're never gonna hard require a wallet.
Okay, so what was the Cactomorpha? I totally blanked that. Was irons there? I can't remember.
It's Epona's to get Rudos.
It's Epona's to get Rudos,
or it's Hammer to get Beat Fire to get Zelda's Lullaby.
Yeah, that could be it.
No, in fact, like that one's confirmed to work.
Wait, no, we spawned in Domain, so you don't need Lullaby. Oh wait, it's Path to Morpha though. So, you need Lullaby.
Yeah, you need Lullaby
for Morpha, not Baronade.
Correct.
Yeah, you'll need both of those items. Both of those are paths.
But yeah, it could be Hammer too.
We thought it was Hammer until we saw the Rudo's letter there, and then we were like, okay, I guess it could be either one. Technically, Bow can work for that as well, but given there are other copies of Bow in locations that aren't that are not like locked by too much, it's not likely to be
the Bow.
Yeah, although technically that does, yeah. So yeah, it's either Hammer for ZL logic or it's Epona's for the other one, but I can't really differentiate between them, so it's just whichever one you pick your poison. They both work.
Yep.
Pretender did climb all of Fire. Yeah, I don't believe it's bow locked.
Here we go. Brotender is now ready to face off against Ganondorf. And yes,
You'll never Never defeat me with the lights found in Goron City.
The
I
lights
do
Not
like-
that was Path Evil's Bane.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I do like that we've taken great efforts to try and make hints not like show up later and be like, oh no, it's completely useless, right? Or it's like, oh, we give all the foolish hints early now and stuff like that, and then of course we find light arrows, and then like 15 to 20 minutes later find multiple copies of the Evil's Bane from Goron City, and it's like, oh yeah, thanks game, knew that.
Yeah,
Classic
in these settings,
OoT.
you can actually have lighter as we path the bosses because of Gan's castle. That is possible now.
I didn't find the Goron City hint.
Oh, so you only had 4 paths.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was trying to find my 5th, which was hoping was gonna be for Jabu. Or for Baronade.
Right.
But nope.
Pyrofield to Baronade would have been a particularly useful hint this season. I guess not Pyrofield, it'd be Market, right? Yeah.
Market path.
Yeah.
I would have taken
Market
a Jabu to Baronade.
Yeah, Jabu
Jabu to
Baronade, that'd be
Jabu
really
to-
useful.
Jabu to Baronade literally can only tell you one thing.
Yeah. Oh, we got Vanilla Boomerang.
It could be something that leads to Boomerang in there. That could be possible.
Mirror Shield.
Yeah, Mirror to Boomerang could be possible.
Hilarious.
Not to see, but other seeds it could.
Yeah. Look how close this is. Holy.
Close one. Closer than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I really thought that water was going to be much shorter, but Earl Weird just took the wrong path in water. Can't really blame him. You know, you gotta pick a direction in water and go, right? But
Yeah, multiple like optimal routes if you're just searching for a boss key.
Alright. Earl Weird is ready to make some bacon. As we go from one cutscene to the next.
ooh, and they both got sniped at a 10th place by SETI. Brutal. Just brutal.
But we now have Genin a la mode ready to serve for Rotinder.
And an 11th place finish with a 254.51. Not bad. We're gonna probably see a like 255.30, 255.40 from Earl Weird, so like 40 to 50 seconds behind. Very close finish.
Yeah, GG's to both these runners.
Yeah, this is a 255.40.
Thinking 255.50. And I believe someone has just joined us.
Yo, GG's.
GG's, bro.
GG's.
Yeah, I kind of fucked up. Yeah,
Hey,
I
bro,
really.
Did you enjoy enjoy getting some of time there?
Yeah, I had a good time. I mean, that was a fun seed. I thought, okay, pretty much early shadow stuff, let's do it just for the restream. Yeah, but nothing out there. And it was like, okay, then let's go GGG maybe. But then I was like, nee, come on, let's do ice first. Got Requiem there. So I reversed to GTG instead of going from field. So I skipped Pohot with it.
I
So-
didn't wanna go through Foolish Wasteland to get to GTG, so I went through the field route.
Oh damn.
So, here's a question for you, Pretender.
Yes.
Where do you think your third strength is? And I'll give you a hint. It's your first strength.
I guess 10 or 20 skulls maybe.
No. You actually walked by it on your way to Java.
Oh no, the diving game. Yeah, fuck.
No.
Game.
Nope.
It's outside the domain.
Oh, Frogs 1. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fox one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh damn! I walked like 10 times as a child there,
Oh yeah.
and every time I was like, Frogs 1, nah, come on, no. Shit. Luckily, I had a option to get the other strength somewhere, so
You got
me.
very bailed out by the fact that you had a vanilla strength 3. Very funny.
But yeah, overall, I like the settings. It's pretty fun to play. So
Welcome in, Earl. GG's on 12th place.
Hi, thanks.
How you feeling about that seed?
Well, I took a dip at Forest Temple. I'm happy about that. And that Pathomorpha was awful.
Yeah, so 2 answers both fit that one. Obviously, Epona to Rudo's
Yeah,
letter
so
is a pretty obvious one. But the other answer is Megaton Hammer provides beating fire. Fire provides Zelda's Lullaby. Zelda's Lullaby is required to beat water. So you actually can't even learn anything from that particular hint because that hammer just like straight up blanks it.
It's worse than that still, because Hammer gets you hover boots from Volvagia, so the Shadow Temple's an option.
True.
It killed nothing. It killed nothing.
Oh, I forgot hover. Oh, I forgot hovers were on bold.
Yep.
Okay, never mind about what I said about Shadow earlier. I forgot about that.
Of course, it's Rude's Leather and Market had nothing else. Like, that could have been effectively foolish, too. So,
Well, we are approaching our end of our stream here. Is there anything that any of the 4 of you want to mention about seeing? Anything you really enjoyed about it? Anything you really were like, oh, I wish I'd done this? Any last shout outs or things you wanted to say?
Could we maybe give the skull basket earlier? Not when I'm about to go adult.
I got it early. I did Valley Lake.
I did not.
by the way, where was the Sky Maskind? I found the field one.
There's
I got
one
the
valley.
lake one.
And one Lake Hylia.
Yeah.
Oh, was it the other in Valley?
I think
Did
so,
you
yeah.
Valley Lake?
At least it wasn't at the back of Lake Hellia, though. It was just at the side one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for the restream, and have a good
Thanks
one.
for
Bye
the
bye.
Thank
Always
you
a pleasure.
guys.
Thanks
Good
so
night.
much.
Enjoy.
See you later, bro.
Well, that
Please
kind
give
of wraps us up. Go on.
Please give all 4 of our runners a follow. Earl Weird, Bro Tinderdose, Zinny, and Tenacious Toad. We also had a number of trackers to keep us all organized. New IT Guy, Aurelians, and Procrastinator Rat. We had Verda and Ash staying much more professional than I ever will on these things. And Shannon Bread for keeping it all together.
Thank you. Yeah, and you talk about people keeping things professional. Don't come to an MMR restream. Well, we don't. But thank you guys for. I was gonna say Cindy probably knows.
Yeah, I've seen those restreams before.
Just a few times. But yeah, thank you to everyone who came along today and to everyone who helped and for putting up with me forgetting to put things into the hints. It was my first OOTR stream. It was fine. You know,
Oh,
only
nice.
a little bit of fire. It's good. It's good. But yeah, and that landed perfectly on the 3-hour mark, so good job, everybody. But yeah, that will be it from us for OOTR for today, but these are weekly tomorrow. Just looking at the restreams, it's quite a quiet time at the moment on ZSR because of SGL that's currently ongoing. So if you guys check out Speed Gaming on Twitch, there's loads of tournaments, Wind Waker, Majora's Mask, etc, etc. And yeah, but hopefully we're going to see some more races coming up throughout the week. We've got the Twilight Princess Randomizer tournament matches, Wind Waker tournament matches, and hopefully some more MMR coming up for you guys, and then OT will be starting in a couple of weeks. So, very exciting. But that's it from us today. Hopefully, we will see you guys soon. I'm just gonna double check to see how progress the other races on Zelda Speedruns, whether or not they're like close to finishing it. No, they're done. No mind. Cool.
Then this is where I get to ask the rare question. If there's nothing else showing up on ZSR, where do we send everyone off to?
That is what I am going to look into. Let's see.
While Shannon Bread is taking care of that, if you like what we do here and you feel, hey, you can help out as well, we have a volunteer link. So, all you have to do, if you are watching this on Twitch right now, we have a sign-up form for trackers and commentators. Restreamers, I believe, is a slightly more vigorous interview process. But, you know, just have a good computer, good attitude, and we can probably get you in somewhere.
Now we could raid into Marco. He's doing some S8 himself, so you can send everyone on over there. If I could just find the button to do the thing. Hold on. But yeah, thank you everybody. We will see you very soon. Goodbye.
Enjoy.
See you, everyone.